Yo, my boy. Yo, my boy Orkbo. My boy Goblin Slayer. Did you guys hear him at the end of the episode? He said, yo, is that an elephant? And yo, the elf girl was like, yo, what? No, it's no elephant. Yo, that got me rolling. Cause I like how they brought that elephant thing all the way back. Cause if you guys remember, I think last episode, maybe the one before, but like the most recent last episode or two, they were talking about like, oh, you never seen an elephant before. They were describing it as like big and gray and like, you know, and it's like that was a monster. It's like is that an elephant? Yeah. Yo, it's so good. Okay. Here's the thing. I've been kind of like doing poo-pooing on Goblin Slayer this season a little bit. And to be personally honest, I think it's well deserved. Now, does that mean I don't like the show or enjoy the show or no? Goblin Slayer season 1, Goblin Slayer, Goblin's Crown, the movie. You know, it was like I love this stuff. I've rewatched it so many times. Like I love this show, and I love that we're back here. But I have said that this season kind of feels like it's leading up to something bigger. And like I think if we get another season after these 12 episodes or another core, I think that's when shit hits the fan. Like some really serious stuff goes down. This season has been a little bit slower and stuff, but this episode, though, my friends, this episode, boys and girls, was killer. And I think this was the best episode, to be honest, of the season. And it's not only because we got a little bit of fan service from Ona and Musume and the elf and the guild girl. It's not just because of that, but that didn't hurt. You know what I mean? Seeing a little bit of schnooky. You know what I mean? I'll take it all day long. But I really think that this episode was really good because not only did we get to see them battle and we got to see Ona, I don't know how you say the priest girl's name. But not only did we get to see her kind of push herself past the limits, go plus ultra, you know, thinking back on certain events and getting more of God's divine powers in her, which was an awesome thing to see. But on top of that, we got to bear witness to one of the contextually best world-building things that we've had to gander our eyes on this season, which is the Elven territory. And with the Elven territory, what we learned this episode from Guild Girl as she was explaining it to Musume and Ona was the fact that the elves bore witness to the birth of the darkness which brought forth the monsters, including the goblins. What she said was that at some point, these entities were transported into the world, and that brought gods and demon lords and monsters and this and this and this and that. And the remnants of said battles that occurred between good and evil in the world, the elves have been around so long, they got to bear witness to all of that, which is why when they think of goblins, they don't really think of them as a nuisance as the demon effing lord or like the heroes of old or these monsters or dragons, etc., etc. And just learning about that totally is awesome because we knew that the goblins were born of darkness, that they keep reanimating through darkness, essentially. And getting to learn all about that from the mouths is even more awesome to see. Then we got to see the actual Elven territory. We got to see elves, the elf girl's cousin, brother, whatever, and her sister. We got to see the lands that were there. We got to see kind of how the elves are viewing everything. We got to see Goblin Slayer meet her sister, meet her brother, you know, stuff like that. And we basically found out in not so many words as her sister was interrogating the elf girl that, yeah, you know, she's sticking with him because essentially we know that she's in love with, you know, even if she won't admit it from words, she's in love with our Goblin Slayer. She's in love with 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿. And it makes sense because that's what she's written them about. She's told them about it. Like when she speaks about something, she's speaking about our Goblin Slayer. So she gets to join that exclusive club of the 4 girls and 5 if we include the Sword Saint lady, the blind one. You know, he has these plethora of these girls here that really love his goodies, you know what I mean? So he's ready to settle down on the good stuff. He's got an elf, he's got his childhood friend, he's got a saint, He's got a sword saint. He's got the guild girl. Like, he's straight up. He's all good. So I really think this was one of the best episodes of the season so far. I don't really think there's anything else that needs to be talked about. As we head into next week's episode, shit's hitting the fan, and it looks like some stuff is really about to go down. It sucks that stuff is really starting to get hot and heavy and really getting going on episode 7, considering we only have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, so 6 episodes left that we get to enjoy for the season. But again, the good thing is there's always that chance for a next follow-up to come, another season, another core to come. And then this is getting dubbed as well, too. So make sure you guys support the dub if you're a dub type person. Make sure you circle back on Crunchy and watch the dub as well, too. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comments below. And based on the goodies that we saw, who's best girl, my personal vote is definitely, I think it has to be, it's very hard. They're all so good. I think if I were to only pick one, I think it'd be Elf. I think it'd be the Elf girl for sure. For me, it goes, if just purely looks wise on the way that they're artistically drawn, I think Elf goes first, childhood friend, Saint, and then Guild Girl. But the true number one is the Sword Saint, the blind Sword Saint girl. Oh, that's the true number one. But from what we got here in this episode, that's the order. All right, let me know your guys' order in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next week for another episode. Peace out.